Okay, so unfortunately, Neil took the blue pill and decided that he's not going to attack me today because he's not ready for the level 16 Sentry. It's just too good, I guess. So, no shocker demonstration from him this time, sadly, but that's okay because we have something better. It's the Maniac demonstration. From Shadow 666, level 37, 6 levels higher. Let's take a look at that. It's pretty interesting choice to use the Maniac. I think it's the general consensus that the Maniac is useless for the most part, but yeah. So he came in with 2 Wraith, but then he accessed the first Kogate, which is really strange. Because usually people do that if they just want to take down the first Kogate with normal means, as opposed to using the Wraith. But then he goes back to Wraith it again. At that point, I think you can actually just cancel the access so that it doesn't waste as much visibility, because now he's just wasted a Wraith for no good reason. And he also wasted his battering ram, so that seemed like a pretty bad mistake. Anyways, so look at the damage. It's pretty good. Granted, it's still not enough to just take down the ice wall, but it's enough to waste an ice wall. So here we see that he uses the shocker, which helps him for a bit, but it's only for him to set up the protector, apparently. And we can see how fast the protector is dropping if you're paying attention. The protector was almost down already just then, once the ice wall wasn't being put on, so he had to put on, I think, 3 ice wall there just on that one node. But he does have level 7 ice wall, so it wasn't that bad. And then I think he just wasted something right there. Didn't actually see what exactly it was, but the Guardian gets taken down in 1 hit now. So he has to go with 2 ice walls, even though the ice wall is level 7. And that's just how strong the level 16 Sentry is. And I mean, I was thinking that it was bad for me. And you saw there that he just used the Maniac, I guess. It took down the black ice in 1 hit. Instantly got taken back by the antivirus. Guardians all back down again. And now he has only ice walls left. And that's why people say the Maniac's not really worth it. Because remember, the Maniac is 20 slots. He could have been carrying, I don't know, like 5 protectors instead. So yeah. But we do have a few other people volunteering to demonstrate the shocker, and namely this guy from Taiwan. So he is actually carrying 4 shockers with him, and the shockers are level 4. So seems like he is definitely pretty committed to the shocker, especially considering how he's only carrying 6 ice walls. And that's one of the main things about the shocker, right? Because each shocker is 6 slot. So every shocker is potentially 3 ice walls that he could have been carrying instead. Very interesting decision to take down the Koge with only 2 beam cannons. I mean, granted it's level 13, so it does have a bit of an effect, but I mean, he has like 50, well, he had like 51 something beam cannons, so why not just use all of them? It's not the most expensive thing. And because of that, we see here that he's actually losing the Kogate. He just lost it twice from the antivirus of that one Kogate, because this is a level 1 Kogate, so it's pretty squishy. So because of his decision to, I guess, save beam cannons, he's actually losing out a whole minute already on just the first 2 Kogate, and one of them was level 1 Kogate even. So yeah, level 7 ice wall isn't even going to cut it. So is he going to use the shocker? I thought he did, but I guess not. He's just gonna try to go through this with only beam cannon and ice walls, which I guess he gets it almost, but then it gets taken back. But he does manage to set up the foothold. So here is where he uses the shocker. Of course, goes down immediately, as it usually happens. But since it's level 4, he has to reapply it, and then he goes with the protector anyways. So, I mean, if you say I should use the shocker, the way I see it, it's only worth it if I don't have to use the protector. Otherwise, I guess it saves like 3 seconds because of ice wall time or something like that. But Anyways, with this level 5 protector, it's not enough against the level 16 sentry. We already saw it happen to me. It's natural that it happens to him. And definitely a pretty big effect of the level 16 sentry taking back nodes once it gets taken over. So notice that a lot more now. And yeah, he gave up. He didn't even actually use all of his shocker, which is pretty disappointing. Also, dogulu, I think, also shocker demonstration. Only 2 shockers on him though, but no protectors, interestingly enough. And his shocker is also level 4, so nobody with a very high level shocker just yet, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. The battering ram on the level 1 Kogate is really not worth it, but he is only using level 8 beam cannon, so it might be necessary. But then makes me wonder, how is he planning to get rid of the last Kogate there, right? Unless he's going to save up his blaster for that, which could be possible. Luckily he didn't lose the battering ram. If the Kogate was like just a bit higher, that would have been really bad for him. So I guess a bit lucky for him there, but he still lost the Kogate twice. Definitely an improvement because of the level 16 sentry. It's a huge delay even with the battering ram, which is not something you want at all. Generally want to get through these Kogate as fast as possible. So here we see the first shocker usage, and then he just goes in with all 4 beam cannon, as we see, or all 3 beam cannon. But the DPS isn't high enough with level 8 beam cannon, which is the main thing, so he still has to resort back to Ice Wall. It saved him like a bit of DPS maybe, I don't know, but then eventually he still had to, it still got taken back, and I don't think it really ended up being any faster than, I don't know, like a protector. And then here's the other thing with the shocker, is that if you waste it, you're kind of screwed, because he just lost that shocker for free there, and now he's only down to Ice Walls, and he's not gonna even be fast enough to spam Ice Wall if he only puts on 1. He's going to have to put on like 2, but maybe not 3. I think 3 is a bit excessive. 2 seems good, but even so, the damage is so high, even for a level 7 Ice Wall. And now he's just out of Ice Walls, in fact, so there's nothing he can do. And that's all because he mistimed the shocker. But still doubtful he would have gotten it even if he did time the shocker correctly. So that's it for shocker demonstrations. If you also want to demonstrate the shockers, by all means, feel free. You get a nice reward if it's successful. Because look at what I have in my bank right now. I also finished upgrading the portal, or not portal, the protector to level 7. So now I'm working on beam cannon level 12. And the protector level 7, definitely a pretty noticeable difference. Which I will show you on my hack against this guy, 159 CAQ 159. To be perfectly honest, I actually didn't notice that he had a gold sentry. Or golden border sentry, I guess. So I wasn't fully prepared, otherwise I probably should have wraithed the Kogate, but it doesn't really matter. I think sometimes the best way to test things is to just try it out, right? And this also kind of shows how strong the autopilot sometimes is for me, where I just don't even notice he has the sentry and I just go for it. But luckily I didn't have to worry here, because I just went for the blaster stun lock. Still reliable as always. And took down this Kogate pretty fast, but it cost me 2 blasters, which is what I don't want in general. And here, I think I went with the blaster because his core would have been targeted first, and I already know how strong the sentry is against even the Kogate, so I just didn't want to take the risk of having to lose the node, because then that would delay it even more. And here is where we see the level 7 protector. Of course, I have to refresh the ice wall 3 times, which we already know, but noticeably it holds out a lot better now. Last time it was getting taken down even through the blaster plus constant ice wall refreshes, but now with the level 7 ice wall, it's actually kind of holding a bit just fine now. So I was actually able to break through without too much difficulty. Yeah, the difficulty is about as much as I would have against the Black Sentry back in the day, so definitely a noticeable improvement. But still a big issue because I didn't carry enough ice walls, and I do need 3 ice walls to set up the protector, so I actually ended up running out of ice wall here, which unfortunately I noticed, so I kind of eventually just gave up because the protector itself is going to hold better, but it's still not enough to hold just by itself. It still needs a few ice wall refreshes. Maybe once I get it to level 8, 9, 10, then it would be able to stand alone, but it's not quite there yet. So I just gave up here because 1 ice wall isn't really going to cut it. I'm going to need at least 2 more to set up the protectors, which is unfortunate considering I made it this far. And also because I ran out of blasters, so that's a pretty important detail. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a trouble here. Because I didn't realize, if you take a look, I can carry exactly 100k Bitcoin plus 64. So what that means is that if I were to upgrade the compiler, I would have no Bitcoin to compile my program. And then I'm basically screwed because my Bitcoin mine makes like what? 252. That's nothing. I think my compilation price is about 1k Bitcoin now. So I definitely don't want to risk losing out all of my Bitcoin because then I can't really do anything for a really long time, which is what I don't want. So it's a bit of a dilemma. Do I upgrade the compiler or should I play it safe and upgrade the Bitcoin storage once more and then get a few more Bitcoins before I go out and upgrade the compiler? Because what I'm thinking is that one thing I could do is that I hack someone right now and then get to 100k Bitcoins. Compile a program and then hack someone really easy so I don't really lose out a lot of Bitcoins. And then afterwards, I hack someone else who is also easy. So then I get my enough Bitcoin to do a full compilation all over again. But then the challenge is, how do I find someone who is easy? I already found this guy who isn't easy, but he's going to have enough Bitcoin to allow me to, well, just get enough as much Bitcoins as I need. And that's why I compiled to Wraith, because I want to be absolutely sure that I get him. Because these 2 Koge will probably delay me a bit, and I don't want that. But then after I find him, I have to find 2 guys who are basically, I guess, lower level. So then I can be sure that I can get through their base with only like, I don't know, a few beam cannon and ice walls or something like that. Which is going to be the main challenge. But first, let's wait for my programs to finish compiling. So I can attack the guy with 8k Bitcoin first. Extorz. So he has a Black Sentry, but I think I can handle him Black Sentry by now, so I should be fine. So plan here is simple, just Wraith the first 2 Kogate, and then Protector, Blaster, Beam Cannon, which is all of the usual. So this is definitely to make sure I have enough time, because time is of the essence. And so here I can just go with the Beam Cannon. Maybe I didn't need 3 actually, because I need 3 here, since it will target this first. So I want to save some time there. Gonna go with the Protector on here. I think double ice walls just to be safe. But double should be all I need, because it's only 2 turrets. And then 1 blaster. If it was maybe 3 turret, then I don't know. I think double should have still covered it. Either way. Because it's not the gold sentry just yet. It's pretty significant difference between the Black Sentry and gold sentry, so here might be a bit difficult, but then again 2 of it is black ice, so it's going to be a bit delayed, so I think 2 will still be able to cover it again. Yeah, because of the delay in the firing rate. In fact, I might want to just put in a few ice walls just to be absolutely sure that I don't mess this one up, because once I take over a black ice, I should be good from there. If I can select it, always a reoccurring problem, and that definitely cost me it, but luckily I bypassed it, so I'm good. Okay, yeah, I could have done that better. And here I actually want to go with double blaster because of the core choke point here. And once I'm here now, I think I don't have to worry about back there. So I'm not going to get full control, but I think that's fine. Most of his B-coin is in his storages by the look of it. So I don't really have to worry too much about getting that one mine all the way back there. I don't think I needed 4 beam cannon there. It's a bit trigger happy. So let's see, is my timing correct on the stun lock? It looks like it's correct. So I'm gonna drop the protector now, so I can be absolutely sure that I will get this on time. Or at least somewhat sure. And it does look like I'm going to need protector on both, which is gonna be fine, because I have 45 seconds remaining. I would drop the ice wall, but I didn't want to risk it, because plenty of times when I try to drop the ice wall, it just ends up happening that I drop the protector, and that would be pretty bad at this stage. So with 30 seconds remaining, I should be able to loot everything. If not, that beam cannon upgrade, which I'm doing right now, would probably help, but by the looks of it, I will be fine for this one. Unfortunately, no full control though, because I messed up a bit here. But, oh well, that's fine. Saved me some ice walls anyways. And I got the core, so I'm not going to lose reputation at least. Okay, so you can see here that I maxed out, but the problem is, I don't want to upgrade it right now because of my compilation price. Let's take a look here. 100,064 B-coins after compilation of 5 ice walls. Well, I need 5 blasters in total, but I only need to compile 4. I need 20 ice walls in total. I need 1 data leech and remainder in beam cannon. So yeah, that cost me, I guess, just a bit over 2k B-coins. So yeah, that's why I can't upgrade the compiler right now. But is there anyone we can hack really easily? That's what I'm going to try to look for. So when I say easy, what I was hoping for was someone who would like put one of their mines in front of their base so I can easily grab a quick 1k B-coin and just leave. But I think those days are long gone. At my reputation range, everyone is pretty smart about their network structure, so no one is really easy in that regards. But I have another idea. You know how I've been saving up all these credits and I just never spend them? Because I want to use them strategically. And I think this is a good opportunity. Now, I never do this usually, but I think this is a good time to go for it, is to do storage fill up. Now, since I am almost at max storage, I can do a 100% fill for a very low amount, but it's still a bit high because this is 63. So, what if I can do a hack and just use as few credits as possible by just minimizing what I need to compile? And I was thinking Subzero level 29 could be good, because it seems like against him, I think I just need only one protector here. And that's it. I don't think I even need to use blasters. So that would actually probably save me the most in terms of program compilation price. So if I could just quick finish, hack him, max out my B-coin, use as few B-coins as possible, recompile, and then afterwards fill up my storage by 100%. That could be a good deal, I think. Let's see if this works. So I'm gonna try to use as few as possible. Granted, there are probably some situations where it can't be avoided. So for example, here I have to use all 3 so I can try and beat the antivirus before it really spreads too much. I might already be losing a bit here. Okay, seems like I did manage to beat it. So here, I might want to be safe and just go with 2 ice wall and protector. But should be able to do it with just beam cannons, I think. Actually, I think 3 beam cannon might actually cost more than the blaster, but at least it's less expensive than, I don't know, all blasters. And now I'm going to try and break through this code gate. Oops. with only beam cannons alone, and I guess that was kind of bad. I should not have waited so long to put on the ice wall, because now I might have to put on another one. Yeah, seems like it. Although perfect refresh, didn't have to do it again. Okay, I am through. So far so good. Only had to use one protector and 4 ice walls. This is kind of bad. So yeah, that was kind of bad. I might even have to refresh the ice wall again. And then maybe triple beam cannon here should seal the deal. It doesn't look like he has any other storage, so I'm gonna get reputation for getting all of these storages, but it's just not the reputation for anything else, which I think is fine. I just need to make sure I'm not losing reputation, because minus 16 is a huge deal. But that doesn't necessarily mean I have to gain everything. Okay, plus 1 is fine. So, how much did that cost me? Let's see. Barely 1k, which I think is really good. And I think this is a good use of credits. It's a smart usage of credits, I think. Granted, it's not worth it, even still. 31 credit for 800 B coins. It's really not worth it, but it's also a good use at the same time. Because if I don't do this, then I'm actually wasting a lot of time trying to upgrade my B-coin mixer all over again. I'm gonna have to delay upgrading the compiler and all that. But if I do use it right now, it is going to cost me quite a bit. But at the very least, I will be on track. And essentially, this is what I was saving the B-coins for. So it's kind of painful, but it's also what I save it for. So if I don't use it, like, this is as good as the case of as any to use the B-coins, or to use the credits right now. So I'm just going to do it. Alright, 19 hours and 11 minutes to finish compiler level 4. It's on its way. That's how you use credits and not be paid to win. Because that amount of credit is definitely something that you could have just gotten from getting credits daily. Do feel a bit dirty, but I think I'll get over it. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed the episode, then please remember to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.